welcome back to my channel. I am back with another beginner friendly pattern, and this pattern is just a basic t-shirt, but instead of it just being the basic sleeve, it's actually what you call a Raglan sleeve, which back in the day we used to call them baseball tees. This pattern is simple, but at the same time it introduces some different techniques, like if this is your first time using edge stitching or customizing what you want your shirt or garment to look like. This pattern gives you that option to do that. What's also awesome about this pattern is the fact that it goes up to a 6X, which at this moment I do not know how big that is. Hopefully I will have some type of screen here to show you how big that is. But it goes from I think a small to a 6X, and the designer is Connie Crawford, which I found out if you go on Etsy and look up like Connie Crawford and just do yourself a favor and go buy one of all of her patterns, because they come in a wide variety of shapes, sizes. I was really overwhelmed when I went and looked her up, and I was like really sad also that she passed away in 2019. But I'm so far impressed with the sizing of her pattern. So if you're looking for a commercial pattern that goes up to a good size range, basically, you should definitely look her up. And before I ramble too far, let's go ahead and get started. The edge here on the front piece is where you'll pin the sleeve. Pin piece number 3, your sleeve, to the edge of your front piece, right sides together. Then stitch, matching your notches. On the other side of piece 3, you'll pin and stitch your back piece, piece number 2, right sides together. Attach the other sleeve to the front and back pieces the same way. When you're pressing, make sure you have your iron set to the right temperature, which is why mine turned out all glossy like this. When your iron is too hot, sometimes this happens, but it's on the inside, so I didn't worry too much. I chose to press my seams towards the centers and top stitch them. Match the front and back right sides together and stitch from the sleeve to the bottom of the side seam. Do the same on the other side. Press the neck binding, number 4, in half, wrong sides together. Match the triangle markings on the collar to the markings on the neckband. Pin and stitch until you go past the shoulder seams by about an inch. Taking the free ends of the neck binding, pin them together like so and stitch. Now take the free part of the binding and stitch it to the edge of the collar. Press the neck binding towards the inside. Fold the raw edge into the press seam from earlier. The folded edge should cover the collar seam allowance stitching on the inside. Then top stitch from the outside, making sure to catch the binding on the inside. Don't worry if it looks bad. I had some good spots like this one, but also some terrible spots that I just didn't try to fix because it wasn't causing me any issues. For the sleeves and bottom hem, I finished them mostly the same way, folding the hem by 1 1/4 inch and then stitching close to the folded edge. I could have just trimmed it and done a narrow hem, but I chose to do something a little different than what's normal and did a double stitch, making it what the pattern would call a sporty look. Thank you so much for joining me today. Like I said, super simple, 4 pieces. You learned about edge stitching, putting on a different type of sleeve. It was really nice. I don't know how this shirt's gonna fit into my whole vibe and like my whole style, because it's a little more what the pattern would call sporty than what I'm used to. And for me, I am very much like, give me glam, give me something odd, give me a little goth over here, a little glamorous over here. Like, I'm not used to like sporty athleisure things, so I'm kind of interested to see how I'm going to pair this. Maybe with like, maybe if I'm like gonna go on a casual day, wear like some trousers, and I said the word trousers, not some pants. Isn't that nifty? Some trousers with like a blazer, and have like a simple top, so it's kind of like a dress down business casual situation. Or just if I'm out and about for some holiday and I just feel like, let me throw on a t-shirt and like the denim skirt that I made a couple videos back. Like, all of those will kind of go together, but I'm like, when I first saw it, I was like, I don't know if that fits my style or not, but it was not too bad. I like the color. I'll give the color some credit, and I'll give the sizing a lot of credit, but I have to see how that fits in my style in general. If you're looking for fabric, which this is not sponsored in any way, but if you're looking for fabric that is kind of going to reduce your carbon footprint a little bit, or make it so that you don't feel so bad by buying new fabric, you can go to Fabric Mart, which I'll put a link below. And hopefully with this fabric, if not, I'll just put the link down anyways. But they basically, it's like a whole bunch of fabric, designer fabric at like a quarter the cost. They run like a different type of sale, different type of like bundles and stuff every day. Some type of sale. Like recently, I think they have a section that literally is like $1.99 fabric, or like 60% off fabric, or 70% off. And like randomly you're gonna email us just like 60% off knits or something. So definitely go check them out. Still not sponsored. Wish I was, because I have so much of this fabric right now, and I got it on sale because it was $1.99 and regular price was like $14.99. And it was, I think I have the max amount of 10 yards of that fabric left. So definitely go check them out. If you make anything from their fabric, you should tag me, so they will sponsor me next time. So subscribe. You really should, because I have a few more projects coming up, including a couple basic things and a cosplay, which I haven't cosplayed in about 3 or 4 years. So I'm really excited about that one. My socials will be down below, and you can find me on Instagram, and I have a Twitter. I don't really tweet. I more or less just pay attention to Minecraft people, what they're doing. But you can tweet me there too. Comment down below. I would love to say hello to you all. And yes, I will see you folks next time with another video. Okay, bye.